Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the 2024 Lombardi Award, presented by the Rotary Club of Houston. Please welcome to the stage the president of the Rotary Club of Houston, Karen Sotolara, who'll begin the evening with a Rotary tradition.
Good evening, everyone. As you just heard, my name is Karen Sotolara, and I am proud and honored to serve as the president of the Rotary Club of Houston. Since 1912, the Rotary Club of Houston has performed countless hours of volunteer service and given millions of dollars to projects that have improved people's lives in Houston and around the world. One such project is the Jesse H. Jones Rotary House, which is the largest single project by any Rotary Club in the world. Rotary House is a housing facility managed by Marriott that serves the needs of patients receiving treatment at MD Anderson. The finalists visited Rotary House today and provided the patients staying there a much-needed distraction from the tribulations associated with cancer treatment. Now, as Rotary clubs do around the world to start a meeting or an event, I will ring the bell of the Rotary Club of Houston to officially kick off this evening's festivities.
This is my time to break. This is my time to rise, take a piece of that cake. This is my time to eat, I was given a taste. I was too small to see, now I got what it takes. I got all that I need, I got all that you want. Writing is on the wall, I ain't changing no font. I ain't shouting no more, ain't got nothing to prove. In the end of the day, all that's left is the truth. Look at me, look at me, look at me, look at me, look at me. I don't know.
And the coach? Well, the coach was Vince Lombardi.
And he is stopped. Great defense. Taken down. Somehow and knocked down. Pressure coming right up the middle, and down he goes. Abdul corner. On the heat, lost the football, put it on the ground.
And there's the first sign. And off it's on and hit the backfield. Kyle Kennard with another knife slashing inside move.
Please welcome to the stage tonight's host and master of ceremonies, the voice of the Houston Texans, Mark Vandermeer.
Hello, Texans! Listen, I begin every event like that. If you're like me, you weren't born here but got here as fast as you could, and this is the home, H-Town, of the Lombardi Award since 1970. How about it for tonight? All right, this is my third time emceeing the Lombardi Awards. I am honored to be here tonight, and also, if you're like me, you are blown away by the people in this room. We are loaded with superstars here tonight, and you're going to meet so many of them, including, of course, our finalists. Now, the first time I emceed this event was in 2002. I was 10 years old, and Terrell Suggs won it. Last year I emceed it. It was the 50th, and Laiatu Latu won it, and then he had the nerve to go out and get drafted by the Indianapolis Colts, the nemesis of the Houston Texans. And I'm just hoping, but we got him twice this year. I'm just hoping that none of these guys are going to be drafted by AFC South opponents. That's my wish for tonight, no matter what happens. But tonight, we will not only showcase 4 of the best college linemen in the country, but also 4 young men who exemplify all the qualities and values that the namesake of this award held so high. High character, discipline, and excellence, both on and off the field. So let's bring them out. You ready? Your 4 finalists for the 2024 Lombardi Award in alphabetical order. First up, this mainstay on the Texas Longhorns offensive line has started 37 games in Austin, only allowing 3 sacks, wow, during his time in Burnt Orange, and he was a preseason All-American. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome him back to Houston. Give it up, Summer Creek High School product, Kelvin Banks Jr., and his father, Kelvin Banks Sr. Let's go. We got the fight song and everything. Is that seat gonna hold you guys? Okay, we're good. Next up, an anchor on the LSU offensive line since arriving on campus, starting every game as a true freshman and over 30 games to date at left tackle. He was the first ever offensive lineman to wear the number 7 patch at LSU, reserved for team leaders and the best of the best. His technical skill, athleticism, and size project him as a strong NFL prospect with a long career. Please welcome Will Campbell and his offensive line coach, Brad Davis. Let's go. LSU will also be at the Kinder's Texas Bowl coming up New Year's Eve against Baylor. How about it? Now to another SEC superstar, but this time a disruptive, to say the least, pass rusher. In his first year in South Carolina, he led the conference, totaling 11.5 sacks during the regular season, and he's just shy of breaking the school's all-time mark for sacks and helped guide the Gamecocks to an impressive 9-3 record. A big round of applause, please, for Kyle Kennard and his guest for the evening, South Carolina head coach Shane Beamer. And finally, we head to the Big Ten Conference, a disruptive, athletic edge who has started just under 20 games for the Penn State Nittany Lions at linebacker and defensive end. And he was recently named Defensive Player of the Year in the conference after collecting 10 sacks and forcing 2 fumbles. Give it up for Abdul Carter. All right, so we're playing the Nittany Lion fight song here, but unfortunately, Abdul could not be with us tonight as the Nittany Lions are getting ready to face SMU in the college football playoff next Saturday, but he did want to share this message with us. Let's take a look.
This is Abdul Carter with Penn State football. I'm sorry I was unable to attend tonight's event as our team is back in Happy Valley preparing for our playoff game. I would like to thank the Lombardi Award Committee and the Rotary Club of Houston for honoring me tonight. I couldn't be more thankful. I would also like to congratulate the other finalists. Thank you again. We are.
He worked the "we are" in there. Is that allowed? These guys will be able to represent a little bit later on in the evening. Now we'd like to bring to the stage Gail Kennard, the Director of Spiritual Care and Education at MD Anderson Cancer Center, for tonight's invocation. Gail.
Won't you join me as I pray a prayer of invocation and the way and tradition that is most meaningful to you. Holy One, source of all life, love, hope, peace, and joy. we humbly come together at this momentous occasion to say thank you. It is no small thing that we gather together tonight with family and friends to celebrate our honorees. We ask that you would extend your grace to us to continue to make a difference in the lives of those living with cancer, to continue to make a difference for all in our nation and our world who know what it is like to hear those words. Thank you for those who have dedicated their lives and used their knowledge and their skill to help fight the disease of cancer and to find hope and cures and treatments to relieve suffering. Bless their families and all of the family members of people who live with cancer as they support their loved ones, encourage their spirits. As we acknowledge and honor the honorees today and celebrate them, we ask that you would bless and encourage them to live their life as a source of hope and courage to make a difference to someone else. We realize that family members are the wind beneath all of our wings, and we do not take that for granted. We're thankful for this organization, for all of our sponsors, all the donors, and everyone present here tonight who is committed to a life of serving those that need to have light in their life. We ask that you bless this meal, every hand responsible for bringing it to the table. As we are mindful, there are many people who have appetites but do not have food. And there are many people who have food but do not have appetites. And we are blessed to have them both. Inspire our hearts, O God, during this season of celebration, as we are grateful for you, for one another, and for your love. Amen.
Here to perform tonight's national anthem is Jeff Anderson, a member of the Second Baptist Church Choir.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
How about it for Jeff? That was outstanding. And Gail. Does anybody else have hair standing up on the back of their neck? My gosh. You know, if Jeff didn't show up tonight, I was going to have to sing, and nobody wanted to hear that. So I'm really grateful, Jeff. Thank you very much. You know, one of Vince Lombardi's guiding principles had to do with purpose. What is your purpose today, tomorrow, and in the future? Well, the reason and purpose of why we're here is clear. The Lombardi Award doesn't just recognize great football talent, but also gives hope to those fighting the biggest battle of their lives. To tell us more, please direct your attention to the video screens for a special message from a member of the Lombardi family.
Hello, my name is Steve Werner. I'm the nephew of Vince Lombardi. My Uncle Vin was the oldest of 5 siblings. My mom was the next oldest. Soon after my uncle passed away from colon cancer, my representatives of the Rotary Club of Houston asked my mother if they could establish an award in his name. My mom loved the idea and talked to my Aunt Marie. She loved the idea, and their only request was that any net proceeds from the award would go to cancer research. And the Rotary Club of Houston has raised over $4 million for cancer research over the years. So that's a wonderful tribute to my uncle, and we appreciate this award so much. And the fact that it's been going on for 51 years also shows how hard many volunteers over the years have worked on this. But I wish I could be there tonight, but unfortunately our family is also dealing with some cancer issues, and I'm going to be with other family members, and I hope to be back next year. But in addition to thanking the Rotary Club of Houston and all the great volunteers associated with this award, I want to recognize the outstanding college players that are the 4 finalists this year, and many of the other players who made it to the semifinal ranks, and all their coaches and trainers and everyone in their family who supported them over the years. And then finally, but not least, I want to thank the healthcare workers from all the great institutions in Houston who helped to do research to find cures of cancer and also provide outstanding care to cancer patients and their care. They are also real heroes, and I'm glad that the award takes time out to recognize their achievements and their hard work. So I wish I could be there tonight, but I'm going to be with some family members who have cancer currently, so it's still affecting our family, and I hope to be back next year. But thank you to everybody who's worked so hard to make this a great award, to raise funds for cancer research, and to recognize outstanding college players. So thank you.
All right. Thank you, Steve. Great to have the Lombardi family involved, of course, and here to speak more on the overall mission and the history behind this award here in Houston are the co-chairs of tonight's event. Won't you please welcome proud Rotarians Rhonda Walls-Kirby and Lindsay Kroll.
Thank you, Mark, and thank you everyone for being here tonight. And congratulations to the 4 finalists behind us who are more than deserving to be a part of this exclusive club of Lombardi Award finalists. It has been an honor to serve as co-chair of this year's event alongside Lindsay. Through this process, we've gained a whole new appreciation for what this award really means and the lives it impacts each year. The Lombardi Award was established in 1970, just weeks after Vince Lombardi passed away due to colon cancer. Thanks to the generosity of the Lombardi family, all those years ago, the Rotary Club of Houston has used this event to raise millions of dollars to help fund cancer research and help patients and families that are battling this disease. It is very likely that each of us in this room has met or interacted with someone that has been affected by cancer. By being here tonight, each of you is saying that you stand with us in this fight.
It's hard to find anyone whose life hasn't been touched by cancer, either by fighting the battle individually or by helping a loved one, friend, or relative in their fight. When I was a young boy, my first cousin, Sharon Ross, was stricken with leukemia, and her brief life was taken away from us. It was devastating, and I will forever remember the faces of my aunt and uncle at her funeral, mourning the loss of a vibrant young girl. A few years before, Pauline Bush, the daughter of George and Barbara Bush, died of leukemia just prior to her 4th birthday. And a few years ago, Lee Hebel, my surrogate brother and offensive lineman for Brazosport High School, lost his battle to leukemia. Other high school friends and college classmates left us way too soon, and I lost a great friend of 60 years to bile duct cancer just this year. Cancer is an enemy of all of us. Just like the college lineman, though, who fights the battle on the field, cancer researchers fight the battle of this formidable disease. Hats off to those incredible researchers, doctors, nurses, and donors who have, over these 60 years, developed treatments that now save young children to live their full lives today. The war against cancer is winnable. It just takes countless hours and money. Imagine the day when we pancake that disease. The Lombardi Award is proud to be on the winning team and is proud to recognize both the warriors on the field and the warriors in the labs.
We are very excited to announce that all around the country tonight, we have special Lombardi watch parties, tuning into Channel 2's live streaming of the Lombardi Award. Many alums and members of Rotary clubs all over the world are showing fan support for their favorite finalist. And we would like to give a special shout out to Mike the Tiger from LSU, the number 27 Tiger, now an Air Force pilot in an undisclosed base overseas, has organized a watch party on his base as he's defending our country. Even some of our former renters are tuned in. These gatherings are small and large, and many just individuals watch from the comfort of their easy chair. There's a special watch party in Denver, Colorado tonight, hosted by last year's chair, Vicki, and her husband, John Britton. Now, it is our pleasure to introduce an individual that epitomizes the fight against cancer and the impact of this event has. Guy Green is a cancer survivor, and her husband, Hugh Green, won the Lombardi Award in 1980 when he played at the University of Pittsburgh. She is strong, she is resilient, and she has an incredible and amazing voice. Here to perform When You Believe, ladies and gentlemen, Guy Green.
In our hearts a hopeful song we barely understood. Now we are not afraid, although we know there's much to fear. We were moving mountains long before we knew we could. There can be miracles when you believe. Though hope is frail, it's hard to kill. Who knows what miracles you can achieve when you believe somehow you will when you believe. In this time of fear, a summer bird, too swiftly flown away. Yet now I'm standing here, my heart's so full I can't explain, speaking faith and speaking words I never thought I could. Ooh, there can be miracles when you believe, though hope is frail, it's hard to kill. Who knows what miracles you can achieve when you believe, somehow you will when you They don't always happen when you ask, no. And it's easy to give in to your fears. But when you're blinded by your pain, can't see your way clear through the rain, a small but still resilient voice says hope is very near. Oh, miracle, all you can achieve. When hope is frail, it's hard to kill. Who knows what miracles you can achieve when you believe, somehow you will. Now you will when you just believe, you will when you believe.
Guy Green, everybody. Wow. Wow. Who had two amazing, incredible singing performances on their bingo card tonight? This is the Lombardi Award, but we entertain here. Okay, it's time to take about a half-hour break for dinner, and during this time, you are welcome to come up to the stage and interact with the three finalists in attendance here. It's your time to maybe get an autograph and chat with the young men and about their careers and what their futures are like. And when we come back, you're going to hear from players, past and present, community partners, and you'll see just how important this 40-pound piece of Texas granite has become in the fight against cancer as well. Enjoy your meal.
I thought the Lombardi did a really good job of making sure that everything was good there, man. It was just a time, man, the other players around. It was nice. It was really cool. It's just a blessing to be a part of it, and it's just a testimony to, you know, your teammates, because they help you reach these goals and aspirations in life. And so I just have to give all credit to them, and of course God, because, you know, He sets you up for all this. You know, I've just been blessed, and I was blessed enough to receive this award, and He's just always working His favor over my life. And yeah, I was excited. It was a good night. I think it's what you do off the field when nobody's looking, the film study, how you're working on yourself, and then you win an award, and you just think back to those moments when you were working, when nobody was looking at you. What were you doing? What were you trying to get better at? And I think that's what separates you. So for me, when I got those awards, it was just looking back at all the hard work that I had put in leading up into that moment. Yeah, man, it was very special just to take time to, you know, be a blessing to those kids. They were really great. We had a really good time talking to the kids and learning about their families and learning about their background and just making their day. And I think on a spiritual side of it, I always say, like, it could be so much worse, you know what I'm saying? Like, you're over here complaining about this, and this person is going through something that's 10 times worse than what you're going through. And I think that's just a life lesson to just appreciate the little things, because there's somebody always out there that's got something harder than what you got going on. And it just makes you appreciate things more differently. And just being in those rooms and, you know, being with the kids, it was just a reality moment for me, because, like, bro, like, you're complaining, bro, and it's this kid right here, like, and you're here with him. And so for me, like, I just try to look at the bigger picture of things and try to just be grateful for everything that I have in life now, and really know that, you know, it could be worse. I think it's a great experience, because it gives you that real life. Like, it gives you that what is happening outside of football life, what is happening outside of your circle, outside your bubble, and how can you be a blessing to other people. And I think you guys do a really good job of that, of being able to shed some light on people who's not as fortunate as us, and be able to give back to those people and see, you know, what they go through and how we can help them and how we can make their day. And it's just, you go in and you see a kid all down, and then you walk in and it's just like their whole day brighten up, and they have like the biggest smile on their face. And I think that's just what it's all about.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the chairman of the Harris County Houston Sports Authority, Juan Garcia, and the director of business development for the Harris County Houston Sports Authority, Sidney Jones.
Thank you. We get everybody right after dinner, so I appreciate that. It's an honor to be here with all of you tonight. Another chapter in the history of this prestigious award. On behalf of the Harris County Houston Sports Authority, we would like to congratulate the 4 finalists and their guests that have made the trip to our wonderful city of Houston. The Harris County Houston Sports Authority takes pride in our work in maintaining Houston sports venues, but also we take pride in being able to highlight and give back to our community through events like this. The Lombardi Award is more than just a trophy. It serves as a sign of hope to many in the fight against cancer. Millions of dollars have been raised to help patients, families, doctors, and researchers continue their battle on the front lines of this disease. The Sports Authority is passionate about attracting marquee sporting events to our town, but even more dedicated to ensuring those events leave a lasting impact once they leave the city of Houston. Houston has been home to the Lombardi Award for just over 50 years, and we're happy to be working alongside the Rotary Club of Houston to make sure the future of this event and its mission shines even brighter for years to come. Thank you.
Thank you, Juan, for your message. This project means a lot to me, and I am so grateful for the opportunity to help shine a light on not only some of the best athletes in this game, but also those on the front line of the fight against cancer. Like Rhonda and Lindsay alluded to earlier, unfortunately, cancer affects all of us probably a little too closely. Unfortunately, I lost one of my best friends, my father, to stage 4 brain cancer. What I can tell you, and forgive me if I lose it here, all of you have to. One thing that what the frontline workers did in research centers, they gave us the only thing that we could ask for at that time, and that was time. So I am forever grateful for the work that those in this field do. Thank you for your support, and moreover, thank you for being here this evening.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome back to the stage our MC for this evening, the voice of the Houston Texans, Mark Vandermeer.
How was dinner? Yeah. Hey, did you guys get enough to eat? These guys kind of look a little hungry up here, okay? Maybe after. Save some seconds for these guys, okay? But it's so wonderful to be here, and we're going to announce a winner in a little while here. It's not going to be that much longer from now. And the second half of the program underway. It's more like a final third or whatever, but we'd like to take a moment now to recognize some of the special guests we have in the room with us tonight. Elected officials, dignitaries, and former Lombardi Award winners. Let's go with our Lombardi winners from 1971, Walt Potulsky. Walt. From 1980, Hugh Green. From 1985, Tony Casillas. And from 1998, Aggie Dat Win. Dat, also a former sports talk radio host, so great stuff. Also, some VIPs here tonight. Won't you please welcome legendary football coach Jackie Sherrill. We are delighted to have Miss Texas with us tonight, Ariana Ware. Miss Texas. You would never be able to pick her out, never. The crown, very nice, very nice. Also, former Harris County Judge Ed Emmett. All right, Judge. The mayor of Katy is here, Dusty Thiel. Give it up for Dusty. And District Court Judge, the Honorable Sonia Heath. Sonia. And of course, we must recognize the group that we're also blessed to be around, the patients and doctors on the front lines of the fight against cancer. And right now, I'd like to welcome to the stage TJ Tiarina, CEO of First Community Credit Union. First Community, a proud sponsor of tonight's event and a big supporter of the Lombardi Award mission. TJ has a special introduction to make. TJ Tiarina.
I'm so proud and honored to serve as the CEO of First Community Credit Union, which established our foundation, First Community Cares. Our foundation's mission is to support children in need, and there is no child in greater need than a child suffering from cancer. The frontline kids in attendance this evening are the true warriors, and the First Community Cares Foundation is proud to sponsor the frontline kids and the finalists' visit to Texas Children's Hospital. The finalists' visit today to Texas Children's Hospital provided a little brightness and distraction for those children hospitalized and battling cancer. I'm now honored to introduce an amazing person and talented physician who saves the lives of children that battle cancer every day, Dr. Zoanne Dreyer with Texas Children's Hospital, a true hero.
So this is amazing to see all these people. I've done, as many of you know, I've done this for like a really long time. And I'm thrilled to be here, and I'm really grateful for sponsoring the Frontline Kids. And I think we get to put a spotlight on those incredible patients on table 17. If there's no spotlight, you need to stand up. So I can just tell you that is a moment in their lives that they will never forget. So we had a great time at the hospital today. We had all these wonderful guys with us, and Miss Texas, who is amazing. And so it's been just a really wonderful day. And we have a sort of a mantra at the Cancer Center. It's around a poem called "The Warrior is a Child." And this was a poem that was written in 1994 by a 14-year-old who had been diagnosed with leukemia for about 6 weeks. And I walked in to see her, and she had a spiral notebook, you know, the old kind with like the wires in it, and she had written this poem. And we read this, and this really is a statement to what we're about and what those kids are about. It's called "The Warrior is a Child." Gazing in the mirror, I see a warrior's face, fully clothed in armor, no fear and no disgrace. A tear it never offers, a smile it always gives. No sadness does it show, but what a life it lives. Needles going in as blood is taken out, but still no sign of pain, no cries to make you doubt. Each day you see this person and think that they're so brave. Each day you see us laughing. The tears are ours to save. So when you see our armor and think we're calm and mild, remember this one thing: the warrior is a child. Written by Tara Phillips, who is now 37, with like 4 kids, and works as a cardiovascular PA. So that's fabulous. So thank you all for being here tonight. It's going to be another great night.
How about it for Dr. Dreyer one more time? All right, as you heard the doctor say, one of the special things about the Lombardi Award is having the finalists go visit the hospitals and interact with patients. And for these finalists, that all happened this morning. So a very eventful day, no question about it. For those who have done it in the past, the interactions have left a lasting impression, as our 2023 Lombardi Award winner will explain. Take a look.
Hello again, Houston. This is the Indianapolis Colts defensive man, Latu, and your 2023 Lombardi Award winner. I wanted to take a moment to congratulate the 4 finalists that are up for this year's prestigious award. Each of you proved yourself on the field and helped each of your teams in more ways than just wins and losses. I had a special experience last year, having the chance to interact with kids and families at local hospitals, which made me appreciate the impact we as players have off the field. Their strength and determination were an inspiration to me and something I'll always remember. Everyone in that room tonight is doing their part to help those on the front lines fighting cancer, and your help is very much appreciated. I hope you all have a great night, and once again, congratulations to the 4 finalists, and good luck.
Well, we appreciate Latu for sharing his words of encouragement for the finalists, and I'm glad he had a great time in Houston last year. He didn't have a good time this fall with the Indianapolis Colts. We forgive him for wearing the horseshoe. No, he's a great guy and a wonderful winner of this award, of course. Now, fun portion of the evening, let's hear from some of the finalists. Let's start with Kelvin Banks Jr. and his father, Kelvin Banks Sr. I'm going to go over here and talk to these gentlemen. Okay, Kelvin, I wanted to ask you about Longhorns and Aggies. How many Aggies in the house here tonight? How many Longhorns? Okay. How special was it? I'm not going to talk about actually winning, but just being in a game like that with those 2 Texas powers getting together for the first time in a while.
Yeah, it was very special just because it's a renewal of the rivalry. So just being able to be a part of that game and be a part of history was very special.
All right, and what about being in the playoff? How special is that? This is the first 12-team college football playoff.
Yeah, it's very, once again, it's very special because it's the first 12-team playoff. You kind of marking yourself in history, especially the things you do in those games, and beyond that point, you kind of want to pave the way for your team as well.
What is your favorite Longhorn tradition? Do you have one? Something about something the program does or the university in general?
Definitely. I'll say after every game we do the Odds of Texas. So we go to our band and they sing the Odds of Texas, and I just like looking around and seeing how our team connects well with each other, no matter if it's a win or a loss, and just seeing our fans still support us no matter what.
Would you like to sing it right now? I'm just kidding. I'm kidding. All right, we're not going to do that tonight here. But let's talk to Dad here for a moment. Dad, we know you're proud. What level of proud are we really talking about here? Can you discuss this, being here tonight with your son? That's got to be absolutely amazing.
Yeah, it's very amazing. I'm very proud of him, and I love him, so I'm very proud.
When you watch the Longhorns play, like when I watch football, I'm a play-by-play announcer. I have to watch where the ball's going. I got to imagine you watch the ball, but you're watching your son in the trenches all the time, no matter what the ball is doing.
Yeah, I be watching him, make sure he make sure watching the film and make sure he's doing the right thing. So,
does Dad have any tips after the game?
Yeah, he lets me hear it when I mess up. So.
All right, how about it? Okay. All right. Now, let's start with Coach Brad Davis, offensive line coach, and you tell me what makes Will so special, why he's here tonight.
He's probably the greatest teammate I've ever coached since I've been coaching college football. He cares so much about his team. He's selfless. The amount of effort he puts into leading his teammates and being elite for them is unmatched.
So obviously that team unity is so important, especially on the offensive line, maybe more than any other position group, right?
I would say so.
That's called pandering, what I was just doing there, okay? Great job, Coach. All right, Will, you tell me, what is it like to be in the room with your guys, knowing that you got to push some people out of the way and do good things for LSU, being part of that unit that Coach was talking about?
Yeah, I mean, I think on every football team, everything starts at the line of scrimmage. So, whenever you have that bond with, 5 guys, especially on the offensive line, it's unmatched. And you know that everybody has each other's backs. And whenever you go out there every day, it's a fight. So at the end of the day, that's what you got to go do and, have each other's back.
Will, did you always want to be an offensive lineman? Was there a time, high school or before that, you said, I want to be the quarterback, but no, you're going to be an offensive lineman. How did that go for you?
So, I used to be like Kyle over there rushing the passer a little bit. But, whenever they first told me I was moving to offensive line when I got to my freshman year at high school, the first thing I did when I went home, and I told my dad I'm done with football, I'm quitting. I said, and he was a former offensive line, so he kind of tamed me a little bit, but I was like, I wanted to score touchdowns and sack the quarterback. So, yeah, that was my first experience with it.
All right, so you and Kelvin are outstanding, obviously, and we've got some injuries with the Texans. You guys busy Sunday, by the way? No? Any possibility of that? Okay, how about it for Will Campbell and his coach, Brad Davis? All right, Kyle Kennard and his head coach, Shane Beamer, are here. How about that? Again, I have a very important question to ask Coach, first of all, Kyle, excuse me, because I want to know, is there a family trademark on Beamer ball? Are you really allowed to use it? Will Dad let you use Beamer ball?
He will. The university has used it and never asked anybody for permission, so I guess we're going with it. But that always has meant to me just the ability to score, whether your defense is on the field, which we did twice against Will this year, but it got called back because of penalties this year as well. No, I told Will earlier, he makes it look so easy as an offensive tackle, and so much respect for him. But to me, it's an ability to score anytime you do, whether you're on defense, special teams, offense, the ability to score. And to me, that's what Beamer ball is.
When Kyle shows up on campus, I asked Dad over here how happy he was. What level of happiness did you achieve when Kyle shows up and starts wrecking shop for you?
Yeah, a lot. And I was telling Coach Sherrill earlier, you hear a lot of things negative about the transfer portal nowadays in college athletics. And don't get me wrong, there's some things that aren't great about it, but there's a lot of great stories from the transfer portal. And this guy right here is one of them, in that he had a great, yes, and he visited South Carolina. He's a great young man. He knew what he was looking for. It wasn't about money. It was coming to a great place where he can get coached and developed and have a great experience. And his position coach, Sterling Lucas, is here tonight. Sterling did a great job with him. And I told Coach Sherrill, to me, if you can find guys in the transfer portal that are great people, which he is, great players, which he is, and more important, they love football and they love to compete, you're going to be successful. And that's what Kyle Kennard is, and he's shown that all this year, and that's why he's here tonight.
Outstanding. What are your thoughts on that, Kyle? Because you transfer into South Carolina and have the kind of year you did.
It was a blessing. I came in, people took me in right away, as far as the players and the coaches, and we got right to work. I mean, it was a quick greet. Hey, how you doing? Glad you're here. Let's get to work. And we did just that, and I feel like the results showed up on the field.
What are some of the secrets, some of the keys of being such a good pass rusher?
There's a lot of keys that go into it, but I'll just keep it short to the 3 main things we talk about, which is the get off. First, importantly, get off the ball. Then your move area, wherever you do the move, and then your finish, ripping and finishing on the quarterback.
How often are you developing new moves, trying to do that, and then use them in a game?
You want to play the line perfectly because you want to incorporate as many moves as you can until you're back, but at the same time, you want to keep it simple because if doing too much could lead you into places you don't want to be. But every day, we're trying to add new moves to the bag, of course.
What about your background and other positions and other sports that you like to play?
I was just telling someone earlier, I actually played basketball. I played basketball and football my whole life, but basketball is, I thought I was going to be a basketball player in the NBA, and here we are at the Lombardi Award ceremony, so.
This is not the Naismith Award. This is the Lombardi Award. So final thoughts on what's next for you, Kyle?
Just looking to finish off with my team and plan to pursue my professional opportunities.
Outstanding. And you win Best Jewelry Award tonight, too, by the way. How about it for Kyle and his head coach? Outstanding. Well, thank you so much, guys, for being here. I'm not closing down the evening, okay? This is just what I'm supposed to say right now. And we're getting closer to revealing the winner of the 2024 Lombardi Award, and that announcement just minutes away. Special moment. Something the person in our next video experienced back in 2011. Let's check it out.
To have the opportunity to travel and go meet a bunch of these guys that I grew up watching and playing with. To me, that was the coolest part in the moment of coming down for the Lombardi Awards, is meeting a lot of these guys that you got to watch play primetime football games when you were in college. It gives guys an opportunity to meet new people, go to different situations, be around people you typically wouldn't be around, and just talk to guys about like their life playing football and what they've been through, what they went through, and what it took them to get where they're going now. You look at those guys, and then you look at what they did off the field, and they're all involved in the community. They go to these hospitals, they make these kids smile. So a lot of what gets talked about is, hey, you want to be like the player on the field, but you also want to be like the player off the field. I think you can learn a lot from children in situations like that, because I think they are some of the toughest individuals out there, because they don't know any better. This is their situation. This is what they're in. All they want to do is get better. The names that are on that list, you guys do a great job of picking guys that have tons of success, not only in college, but moving forward. So it's cool to say that your name is next to those guys. I think the biggest thing is just to have fun, work hard, and treat people with respect and treat people how you want to be treated. And if you do that, I think a lot of the other stuff takes care of itself.
All right, how about it for Luke Kuechly sending us that video? And good luck to him next year. He's a finalist for the Pro Football Hall of Fame. Luke Kuechly, Lombardi winner. That's outstanding stuff. All right, we have more to get to. While the actual Lombardi Award will be handed out to one of these players behind me, the Rotary Club of Houston also takes great pride in recognizing the remarkable accomplishments of what they call the 7 Blocks of Granite champions. And these extraordinary individuals have not only upheld the legacy of Vince Lombardi, but have also made significant contributions to the advancement of cancer research and the betterment of the lives of cancer patients and their families. And the name 7 Blocks of Granite is a tribute to Vince Lombardi's illustrious history as one of the legendary linemen during his tenure at Fordham University. That's a long way from here in the Bronx, New York. All 7 of them are here tonight. The 7 Blocks of Granite, they're here, and we'd like to bring them out on stage where they will receive their award from our co-chairs, Lindsay Kroll and Rhonda Walls-Kirby. For their full biographies, you can check out the programs at your tables. First up, Lisa Holland Nelson, a 5th-generation Houstonian, breast cancer survivor, passion for serving her community. She is one of the American Cancer Society's most influential advocates. Please welcome Lisa Holland Nelson. Photo op over here, please. Photo op. Not over here. The podium's blocking the photo op. How about it for Lisa? All right. Second, Dr. Jackie Bally. She came to Texas at the age of 7 and since has been pivotal in connecting the American Cancer Society with key legislators, leading to the passage of a historic $3 billion biomarker bill, the largest in the nation. Please welcome Dr. Bally. Congrats once again. Third block of granite, Dr. Tim Perea, a professor of pediatrics, hematology oncology division at Baylor College of Medicine, former medical director of Texas Children's Cancer and Hematology Center. Please give it up for Dr. Perea. Our fourth honoree here tonight, Dr. Katie Rezvani, is Vice President and Head of the Institute for Cell Therapy Discovery and Innovation at the University of Texas MD Anderson Cancer Center. Dr. Rezvani, our fourth block of granite. Our fifth recipient, Dr. Larry Copper II, the Associate Director of Research, Planning, and Development in the Department of Breast Medical Oncology at the University of Texas MD Anderson Cancer Center. Please give it up for Larry Copper. Our sixth honoree, the sixth block of granite, Emily Rorty, obtaining her undergraduate degree in molecular biology from Auburn University and her PhD in cell biology from the University of Alabama at Birmingham. Emily, congratulations. Here she is. And finally, our seventh honoree here tonight, Emily Barnhill, is the Associate Vice President of Strategic Industry Ventures, and she works to help MD Anderson and the broader oncology community. Congratulations to Emily Barnhill. Once again, please give it up for the 2024 7 blocks of granite. All right, now it's time to give out some prizes. I mean, we got the big prize coming up here, but prizes for those that entered the raffle. Get your tickets out. It's your time to really pay attention and pull out your ticket and check out that number. Although we just pulled them backstage, and we've got names here too, I think. 3 prizes tonight. The first being a Lombardi branded Build-A-Bear that will go to the person with the right number. That's 060-9010. Do I have the bear? Here's the bear. There you go. The Build-A-Bear goes to Bob Donahue. Bob, you win the Build-A-Bear. Touchdown! Rock and roll. All right. Let's see. Second, we're getting to the next prize here. The next prize is a signed, a signed Lombardi football helmet. Oh yeah, you got it right here. How about it for Daniel Gutierrez working his butt off for this event here tonight? Are we live? Okay. This signed replica Lombardi football helmet. Very cool item. And it goes to ticket number 0609007, Richard Skinner. Richard! Is that Richard? No, that's somebody running out. Come on down, Richard. We're not going to throw the helmet. Not throwing it. All right, finally, the big item of the night, a trip to get away for a little bit. The winner will get to pick their destination. Everybody can play along. They get to pick either Alaska, Wyoming, California, Orlando, or St. Croix. Is this really a choice here? All right, never mind. Okay. And that winner is ticket number 0609005, Alan Gibbs. No need to come on up, Alan. We'll deliver the prize to you. But you have to decide right now where you're going. All right, before we get to the announcement everyone's been waiting for, we'd like to thank a few of our major sponsors of tonight's event. We could not do this without their help. First of all, First Community Cares Foundation, sponsor of our Frontline Kids initiative. How about it for First Community Cares? The Lombardi Award Trophy Tour this year was sponsored by the Strake Foundation and Lindsay Kroll and Irene Hickey. How about that? Tonight's VIP Lineman's Reception, sponsored by Vision Production Group and Lerner Productions. And last but not least, our All-American Table sponsors, Transwestern, Addie's Faith Foundation, and former Harris County Judge Robert Eccles. How about it? Thank you very much. So thank you so much for making this event special. All right, now it's the moment of the night. We're going to see who wins the famous 40-pound. It's 40 pounds. The Texas piece of granite, the Lombardi Award. And for that, I'd like to announce, or invite, actually, all the past winners of the award to come out on stage. Lombardi Award winners, come on up. Dat, Hugh, come on up. Walt, Tony, and stand behind the finalists, please. And we'd like to welcome to the stage college football coaching legend Jackie Sherrill. And joining Coach up here is David Pincus, a longtime supporter of the Lombardi Award and the man who has the envelope. This is the most important thing, the envelope with the name of the winner. So here's Coach.
Howdy. Hello to everybody else. That's a joke. But, you know, it is an honor, but it's more than an honor for these kids over here. And what you do for the kids, the amount that you give back certainly helps a lot of lives. And I want to say to these four guys up here, there's over 1,700 potential guys that can be here. So you're talking about 0.04% that have a chance to get here. So congratulations. And as a coach, the greatest reward you can have is see one of your players win one of these awards. And I got lucky in 1980 with Hugh. So the finalists, and I don't know if anybody, but I will say this, I'm amazed every year that the final four of Lombardi, all of them are great players. They all have a great career. And this year is Kelvin Banks, Jr. from Texas. Kelvin, I'm sorry, I can't hook them.
Whew, man. First, I'd like to thank God. I just feel like without God, I wouldn't be here today. And secondly, I'd like to thank my family, the people who came to support me, my fiance, my mom, my dad, my brother, and my fiance's parents. I just feel like without that support system, you can't really go too far in life. And then first, I would like to thank the Houston Rotary Club. I would like to thank them and for allowing me to be here. And then I would like to thank the frontline kids, especially just for the time they allowed us to have with them today. And I'd just like to thank them. It kind of opened my eyes up and just had me think more about life and had me understand it always could be worse, or it always could be somebody who's going through something worse than you, and to just seeing a smile on their face, understanding that they're still happy and they're still being able to have a smile on their face and go throughout their life. So I was pretty excited about that. And just this award, man, it really embodies what I want to be in life. I want to be disciplined. I want to be able to put smiles on people's face without wanting something in return from that. And just the way I go about life, being a leader on and off the field, I'm just happy to be a part of this history, and then this prestige guys just behind me. And I'm just so happy to receive this award. So I just thank all the guys who came before me and the guys who's going to come after me. So I thank you guys for having me out here. I thank the Lombardi committee and all the guys who voted for me. So thank you. Okay.
One more time for Kelvin. All right. And all of our finalists here. And our past winners. And thank you all for attending the 2024 Lombardi Award ceremony. It's been wonderful to have you here tonight. Congratulations once again. Have a wonderful evening. Let's go.